guys, that's your Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need them out there today. Today, it's everybody's favorite series on Raid YouTube. It's building a random team with random champions that I pull from random sacred shards.
No, thank you.
I didn't say thank you.
Okay, what did you say?
Stock market.
That's right, it's like the 15th installment in this series. I'll link the entire playlist of all of these videos if you're curious on what other champions I pulled, what I thought of them after I built them. Check them out in the description of this video below. But without further ado, we're gonna go Sacred Shards. We have a progressive chance, and this is my shot to finally get Thor on my account. My only misfusion of last year, and boy do I regret it. So here we go, guys, let's do this. 5 Sacred Shards, we'll build a team. Thor. Or Spider.
Hey! He's a friend from work.
Spider. Spider's an interesting champion. He's got the AoE, decreased defense, and weaken, albeit a weak version of weaken, albeit on a 5-turn cooldown. So we'll see what we think of Spider. Any redeeming qualities there? It's kind of an old school option, right, for the decreased defense and weaken. Captain Tamila. We'll talk about all these champions after we build them. So Spider and Captain Tamila. Come on, let's see that Thor. Excruciator, Captain. I gotta write these down. All right, guys, 2 more. Excruciator, Spider, Captain Tamila. Number 4 is gonna be another epic. It is Yelengurna. Okay. And then last but not least, it is another epic, of course. It is Urticata. Okay, actually a very interesting team here. I'll give you my total thoughts after I build these champions, so be right back. All right, guys, we are back. So about 45 minutes, about an hour later, I built 4 champions. I already had Excruciator built on my account, so that was easy. I just put gear on her again. How many points do you think I got? How many clan versus clan points building 4 champions? Well, the answer is 122,000. I started with a few thousand. I did faction wars. That was it today so far. So not bad. Would figure you'd get a little bit more than that, but yeah, not that bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at all these champions. It's a very interesting team. None of them blow me away, but you put them all together, it's actually a fairly well-rounded team. I also had tons of dupes of these champions, so although I didn't have them built, I was able to empower most of them. So Yelengurna is an orc, spirit affinity, attack-based champion. We built her to be a nuker. Cruel in savage gear. She's going to be maybe our main damage dealer here. So not the fastest on the team, probably the slowest on the team, but certainly has some pretty decent stats. I tried to go use good gear on all of these builds, but not my best gear. She's the only champion right now that I have without a relic. So honestly, for the relics in today's video, guys, I'm just trying to get the stats, right? I'm not overthinking exactly which relic. You know, we're going to leave her without the relic. She'll be the only one without because I am running so low on whatever the heck that currency is, switching all these damn relics around. I did have her fully awakened, so we went Crushing Rend to really double down on the ignore enemy defense. She's going to be our wave killer. She's going to be our arena specialist as well. For that same reason, we went with Helm Smasher, kind of an arena loadout here in terms of the masteries. So that's the build on Yelengurna. Very curious to see how she does. On her A1, she has an increased attack on herself, which is very, very handy, especially on this team. On her AoE, on the A2, it's a decreased attack, which I love. On the A3, Sword of Loss, a block buffs and a block active skills, and the attack is always critical on that A3. So not, you know, an amazing kit by any stretch, but not too bad, especially with the 6-star Crushing Rend for wave content. I want to go ahead and pull up her multiplier. So she gets a 3 ranking on hellhades.com. Her multipliers are a 2.1, a 4 on the A2, and a 6.1 on that A3 that's always critical for legendary damage grading. Okay, excited about that. Captain Tamila. Well, she's a no-brainer bolster or shield set champion for me. So for that reason, we prioritized her HP, got it as high as possible, and some speed, and that's about it. So prioritize HP all over the place here. HP everywhere. Why? A, because of her bolster set, and B, because She needs ally protection, so we need a lot of HP on her, and she has a heal based on her max HP, along with increased defense on all allies for 2 turns. So I really like that. We went with kind of a blended masteries here on Captain Tamila. Very basic, really, when you think about it here. Just trying to min-max our healing and support here, as well as War Master for some extra damage against bosses. Spider, I actually went with a 6-piece pinpoint for the stats just as much as the 2 rounds of intercept, so that ought to keep him fairly safe in terms of controlled perception to round things out as well. Plenty of accuracy. Well, I'd say it's borderline, but it's not bad at 412 accuracy. We went defense, we went speed. I noticed that on Spider, his multipliers really suck. So a 4 on the A1, a 1.8 on the A2. That's it. That's it. No damage on his debuffs on the A3. So I decided not to build him as a damage dealer, just kind of a faster debuffer, really, right? So not a ton going on here in Spider. His kit doesn't blow me away, but I will say his AoE on the A2 decreases the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. That's going to be imperative for stone skin removal in the arena on this team. He also brings a decreased attack, even though it's only a 75%. It is a 3-turn cooldown. And then, of course, he's going to be our debuffer with the decreased defense and the weaken. For that reason, of course, I picked up the Sniper Mastery to try to get that weaken up there a little bit. If I did have him awaken, which I don't at all, I'd probably go with the Nature's Wrath Blessing. That way, I could go in there and upgrade that version of, or Nature's Bounty, excuse me, upgrade the weak version of Weaken to the strong version of Weaken. Alas, I don't have him awakened, so it is what it is. Speaking of not awakened, we have Excruciator. Excruciator is a damage dealer. I built her a 9-piece Merciless. 9-piece Merciless. She's going to be my other big damage dealer on this squad. With a lot of attack. Just nuker extraordinaire. I put her with a Relic Royal Digit, just basically for the extra attack there. And then I went down with Helm Smasher. Why is she? I made a whole video on Excruciator. She's a pretty cool champion. She's going ahead and placing a veil on herself after 1 turn at the beginning of each round, and when she kills an enemy. Her A2 is a block revive. It's a hard-hitting block revive move, so very interesting and lethal as well inside the arena. I want to pull up the old multipliers. So her multipliers are going to be a 3.5 on the A1 with some bonus damage and a 5.2 godlike rating on the A2 ability. Now, she's also on the A2. Damage increased by 35% when attacking under that veil that she's bringing herself. And again, when she's under that veil, we get that block revive. When she's attacking without a veil, she fully depletes the target's turn meter and fills the champion's turn meter by the amount the target loses. Can only decrease turn meter by up to 50% against bosses. This turn meter decrease cannot be resisted, which I love because we don't have to build her with accuracy. So we just went attack, crit damage, and attack, right? And attack percentage on the chest as well. And then last, we have Urticata. Urticata, one of the bugs that was added to the game. Her and Vildrax were added on the same day, both Demon Spawn epic champions. We put her in a Relentless set here. Just trying to prioritize some survivability. I will note, she's very squishy, 12k on the HP. That's tough. So the fact that I get her to 47k HP is no small feat. We also need accuracy on her. We have HP on the banner, HP on the amulet. We have defense with some HP on the gauntlets. We have some HP with some defense on the chest, and we have some speed on those boots. And again, Relentless gear on Urticata, because when in doubt, go Relentless, right? Mask of Rage, not because it benefits her, just because the HP does, flat stat, benefit her. She has poisons on her A1, excuse me, increased duration of poisons on her A1. She has poison sensitivity on her A2, and then she has a 4-time hitter with Hex on her A3. Whenever this champion or an ally lands a critical hit on an enemy under Hex, has a 10% chance of placing a poison, making a 25% chance on that enemy for 1 turn. Now, I wanted to run somebody in a curse set alongside her to give us more chances of landing poisons, but I felt like all the sets that I built these champions in, maybe Spider I could have put in curse instead of the pinpoint, to be fair. I probably could or should have, but otherwise, I'm happy with these builds. I think they're going to synergize nicely together. I can't wait to see what this team does. Let's go ahead and take them into battle, guys. All right, guys, let's start on easy mode. Let's go to the old Minnow's Labyrinth, right? 15. Let's just see how the team does. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, too, because I'm going to power rank these 5 epic champions. Who's my #1 favorite? Who's my least favorite here? Even though They're all quite a bit different. I will say, too, no reviver, but there is a passive revive, a conditional revive on Yelagirna's kit. Revives a random ally 50% HP every time this champion kills an enemy with a one-turn cooldown. So that's our only revive chance here. So Captain Tamila is actually going to be pretty pivotal on this team because, you know, she's my ally protection, my healer, my increased defense, right? All of the support is really coming primarily from one champion on this squad. I hope, again, with that bolster set, it's able to keep both her alive, but also everybody else with that shield. So here we go against the Minnow. Let's try to keep an eye on the damage there. Nice block revive against that right minion. And then, what do we have? Urticata on the far right. We have Yelagirna on the far left. Look at that hit, man. That was her A3, 136k. Not bad at all. And Excruciator putting out some damage too. So the ladies putting out some DPS. Oh man, Urticata, I forgot Masteries.
How could you do this to me?
I need to go put Masteries on Urticata, so I'll do that in a moment. But Yelagirna with 576, Excruciator coming in second place. So those two ladies, again, really carrying the brunt or the vast majority of the damage here on this squad. All right, let's go to Dragon's Lair. Let's go Dragon Hard 1. And let's see what this team can do. I'm going to come back to you guys at the Dragon because waves can be pretty boring. Once you've seen one, I think you've seen them all to some extent, right? Let's just see the I want to see the AoE of Yelagirna. I think we just missed it, actually. Let's see the A3 of her, at least. She's on the right-hand side right here. I want to see how hard she can hit. 190k. Man, she really does smack, huh? Yelagirna, where have you been all my life?
Be careful what you wish for.
All right, I'll come back to you guys at the Dragon. All right, so we're at the Dragon. Let's see if this Hex can land, and let's see how fast these poisons start adding up here, right? So Hex has landed, so we'll start seeing, hopefully, those poisons start to tick on the Dragon here, vis-a-vis the passive of Urticata, and of course we have the poison sensitivity as well, right? So far, I would say so good. Ally protection putting in work here. Dragon Hard can hit pretty hard, right? All right, the little engine that could here, this little team. I like this little team. They're kind of a band of misfits a little bit, aren't they? A little bit compared to some of the teams that we've drafted here in this series, right? You know, we didn't get Thor, not quite, but I can't say I dislike the squad. It can get some stuff done here, right? And we're using quite different builds on every champion. You know, we have that 9-piece Merciless. Hopefully get some extra turns in there as well. Get those cooldowns down as well. We have, of course, the bolster set. We have some extra pinpoint. Not that we really need it in most of the areas that we're going to be utilizing. But I thought about Feral gear. I just didn't have the Feral for Spider. I thought about Feral on Spider. Didn't have the 9-piece. I was missing a banner on the old account. So it is what it is. But this was easy. We could have probably done a Dragon even more difficult than this, huh? And I will say, we're getting those extra turns, the Relentless set as well, right? I will say that the poisons really came pretty fast and furious once we landed that Hex against the target there, right? Ooh, that big last shot came in, but we're good. We're good to go. Easy. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, squad. Urticata put out a 1.4 million, Excruciator 1.7 million, Yelagirna again, the star of the show in terms of damage at least, 3.6 million, and then we had Spider at 447. Granted, he's not built as a nuker, but then again, all that healing, over 1 million in heals coming from Captain Tamila, who's really the unsung hero, just keeping everybody alive to keep these teams going. Let's go to Ice Golem's Peak. Stage 1. Let's keep with stage 1 here. Let's not push it too much, even though he probably could have gone to, what, stage 5 or 6 with that team? Maybe? Give or take? Okay, come back to you guys when we get to the Ice Golem. All right, guys, here we go against the Ice Golem. Okay, all right, I'm liking the squad here. Liking the squad. Go in, Spider. I like Spider too, you know? I never had a high regard for Spider. Even back in the day, He can be good against Spider, by the way, right? I'm not sure how this team will do. We'll give them a quick try, but, you know, I'm more interested to see if they can actually challenge the Fire Knight. So let's try that first. Ooh! All right, now we need Yelling Gurna.
Anyway, I am dead.
Oh boy, oh boy. Things are going a little bit off the rails here. We need Yelling Gurna to get those kills against one of those minions to get the revives. So let's see. Get that kill. There. Okay. I gotta say, that did come in handy. And she's taking, I need her to take 2 turns before getting this next kill. Woo! She's not gonna get the kill though. Okay. Hey, we got Urticata up and standing. Captain Tamila, just keep everybody healed up. Big smack coming down. All right, let's get another kill. What do you say? All right. Hey, as long as Yelling Gurna is alive, we've got a shot. We've got a shot here. Gonna go in there. She'll get that kill hopefully on the next go round. Oh, come on. She switched targets? Are you kidding me? There we go. We get the kill in again. Ooh, my goodness gracious. Ooh, this is going to be a close one, guys. This is going to be a close one. I know. A big heal came down just at the right moment. She goes in with that AoE. That's 2 turns, so she's ready to revive yet again. Man, Yelling Gurna's my girl. She's my girl.
You put that on my house! I kill what you love!
Okay, things get dangerous towards the end of a Ice Golem fight, guys. Things can get dangerous. There's another kill. Man, look at her. She's the reviver and DPS for this squad. I thought we were toast. We still might be. Big ally protection comes in. No ignore defense because both the guards were down. That's what I like to see. Extra turn? Sure, cool. Another extra turn? Sure, cool. Another extra turn? Yeah, we'll take it, I guess. I don't know. I like relentless sets, but I'm not sure if that they're that important necessarily, right, on Urticata. I think Urticata might be my least favorite here. She's interesting. She's interesting. You know what I'm going to do, guys? Instead of a spider run, I want to just randomly try this team out against the old school Demon Lord clan boss, just see what we can do. Because that's where Urticata may shine, right? And again, this team gets it done. Ice Golem Hard won. I'm proud of this little squad here, man. Yelling Gurna, though, she was, again, just reviving everybody. And Tamila, Captain Tamila, doing a hell of a job protecting everybody there, right? So Captain Tamila 1.4 in million in the heals, and again Yelling Gurna 9 million damage. Granted, she was the only one alive for a good portion of that battle, but golly, not bad at all. Let's go to Fire Knight 25. I'll come back to you when we get to the Fire Knight, guys. All right, guys, here we go against the Fire Knight now. All right, well, we'll take that extra turn. That's where the extra turn can actually come in handy here, right? Against this Fire Knight shield chipping away. We don't have any Phantom Touch on the team either, so no help in that regard. We get the decrease attack. We have decreased attack kind of double covered on this team, which is very nice. I'm sure it's played a big part in keeping this team alive in terms of damage mitigation as well up till this point. Of course, that ally protection helps out tremendously as well. And of course, we have the heals coming from not just the heal on her A2 from Tamila, but also from the bolster set that she has, a little kind of mini regen in there as well. So the shield's down. Both of the damage dealing ladies going in there with their hard smacks. You love to see it, but a big heal comes down and no heal reduction on this team, unless I'm forgetting, but I don't think we do have it anywhere. So far so good, I'll say, but might take us a little while. Let's see. Go in there with a few hard smacks. Things are looking pretty good. Go in there. I mean, man, that damage is adding up. Let's get one more big Yelling Gurna smack in there. Nope. All right, we're halfway there. Not too bad. Chipping away a little bit. A strange team. If you had to take somebody out of this team and add somebody in their place, I wonder who it would be. We have a lot covered here with this squad. you know? All right, anyway, another extra turn. We really need it when the shield is down, though, but whatevs. Okay. Excruciator does deal some nice damage. Of course, she doesn't have that big AoE like Yelengurna does, so I don't want to take too much away from her comparing those damage against the waves, right? She's dealing some really nice damage on those single targets with that A2. We're getting so many Relentless procs, which is very, very nice and handy against this shield from Urticata, which has helped speed this run up, I'm sure, a little bit at least. Probably one more shield rotation, but I think it's going to be an easy peasy because ultimately here, again, our health is staying consistently pretty high, which I love. I'd probably go like Crowd in the Blue or something if I was going to add another epic to the squad, and we could tackle Fire Knight hard with him because he does have that freeze or a Neldor, right? Anyway, there he goes! Spider with the final kill there. Not bad, and surprise, surprise, you guys have kind of seen the damage by now. I am curious, I wonder if I put Spider in good gear, in good damage gear, if he would surprise me a little bit. The multipliers and the base attack really didn't blow me away to any degree, but, you know, not too bad. Let's go, like, I don't know, Nightmare, and let's just throw them all in a clan boss team and just see what we do here, right? Speed all battles, quick battle. Can we get, I don't know, a few million damage? 15 mil. Okay. I mean, and Urticata actually came out with almost 5 million there, so that's definitely where she's going to shine. Yelengurna, again, with 5 mil, so still out damages. So 15 million, what is that? Okay. Actually, it's not that great. It's a master chest. So, well, at least we tried, right? Let's do a few arena battles before I let you guys go and do my power ranking. Actually, let's 2 birds, 1 stone it, right? I put my 3 favorites for the arena, by the way. That's going to be Excruciator. It's going to be an Arbiter to help lead everybody off, although Yelengurna does bring her increased attack on her A1, though. In Spider, he's going to be our buff remover for that stone skin. We don't need it against this team, though. So, power ranking. Number 5 is going to be, surprise, surprise, Urticata. I was not very... Oh, this could come in handy here. Let's see if we can remove either of these. Nope. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Let's try to get that kill on Sun Wukong and block revive. I'm scared about all these bombs, though. Urticata's number 5. Number 4. I think it's going to be Spider. He's very good. He's been very helpful with this team. Let's get rid of Arbiter. Ooh, so close. Oh, she had her the unkillable. I'm kind of scared of touching the big fella, but I really want to remove some buffs, and of course we don't. And bombs are going to kill me. Yelengurna is still alive here, though. So it's going to come down to Yelengurna against the 3 of these champions here. And I think I'm going to be toast. Oh, I got the revive off. Get the extra turn and I'm toast. Let's just go in, try to get a couple kills. We do. Mortu Macabre versus the 4 of us, the 3 of us, excuse me. All right, let's place the debuffs. Let's A1. Ooh, she got him down. Yelengurna! All right, number 4 is Spider. No, number 4 I'm going to rank Excruciator. Excruciator is fun, but more niche. Number 3, I'm going to go Spider. Number 2, I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go with Yelengurna as number 2. Now, listen, the star of the show in terms of like who stole the show here, again we can just block revive with Excruciator. Really cool against Sun Wukong. 2 fights in a row, right? Yelengurna stole the show because I wasn't expecting much out of her, right? But I will say that, like I did mention earlier, we would be toast without Captain Tamilla in all those dungeon runs, you know? I was hoping for one nice Yelengurna smack with that A3, maybe? Let's see. This is Excruciator. She's not under the veil, but let's just see what she can do. 96k, not bad. And here's that A3. She had every buff known to man here, Mithrala. And she's going to resist, well, not everything, right? All right. I want to show you guys right before we go here. Actually a fun little arena squad, huh? With the block revive, the 2 nukers, you know? Not a bad little squad. I bet Taurus and Marishka will toast us, though. Want to see? Why not, right? Bump. Bump. Let's go in and... I mean... Well, this just places the debuff. I'm going to be toast if I'm just going to go in and place the debuff. And... well, can I get the block revive? Yes, I can. We got the block revive against Taurus. So now we can just go auto against Marishka. We have nothing to worry about here. Captain Tamila, though. She's an underrated little support champion, isn't she, guys? She really is, right? She really is. She's not the best champion in the world, and it depends on what you need. It's hard to compare these damage dealers, right? But I will say that Captain Tamila, she's a champion that no one really talks about anymore. She's an old school champion. Her base stats are not great, but they're not awful. Increased defense on a 3-turn cooldown with the heal based on her max HP, so we can scale that HP up and get that nice heal with the ally protection on a 4-turn cooldown with the continuous heal on this champion on the A1, which helps heal herself with the ally protect, again with the bolster set too. So not bad. I'm gonna give her number 1, but it depends if you want damage or support. But for me, Captain Tamila and Yelengirna, very compelling, interesting champions that I was really impressed, especially by Yelengirna, because I hadn't used her before, but Captain Tamila I had. Guys, that's gonna end the video. Thank you for watching till the end. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.